afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Crafty Clegs. My name is Jeanette, and today I'm coming to you from a extremely wet and miserable northwest, where I live with my husband Timothy and our little Shih Tzu Zach. Today is Monday, the 20th of November 2023. How are we all? I have had a nice weekend, hence me not recording till today. Yesterday was the Dollhouse Fair in York. For those of you that are quite new around here, I have a doll's house as well. And it was the fair yesterday, so I decided that we'd go for the day. I'd already made my mind up earlier on in the month, but then plans changed and our two granddaughters wanted to come and stay for the weekend, so they decided that they want to come along for the ride and have a look round too. So yeah, Mum and Dad dropped them off Saturday morning and we dropped them off late Sunday afternoon. So we've had a really lovely weekend with the girls. And yeah, unfortunately, the girls won to me filming a podcast. I do apologise, but it was a wonderful weekend. We had so much fun with them on Saturday. They was on form this week, the girls. They were so funny. We had so many laughs. They was well behaved. We had lovely food. It was just a really nice weekend. And so, yeah, I didn't get any filming done, so I do apologise. So here I am today to do my little weekly round catch up with you. It is now 1:20 in the afternoon, and like I say, it's so miserable here. We are actually in a cloud. It's so misty and murky outside. I did just say to Timothy, I'll record my podcast and see how I'm feeling. Maybe we can go for a walk. But, you know, when you just don't want to go out in that weather, but you know you should do really, just for the exercise. So, yeah, just a good weekend had by all. Let me just have a sip. I've got some people that I want to give a shout out to here as well, which I'll do first. Today I'm drinking out of one of my other collections. This is my mum mug. I'm not sure, but I think Katie bought me this one. But I'm not 100% sure because I've got a couple of mums. And it's got the beautiful butterflies on. Isn't it lovely? I love that one. So, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you are new around here, you're always very welcome. And for you other guys that keep turning up every week and supporting me, I am so appreciative of you. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. We was very rudely interrupted by, yes, you guessed it, the dog. So on last week's podcast, I showed to you a frog that I'd made. I'd shown a mushroom that had I crocheted it? Yes, a crocheted mushroom and a cute little mouse. Well, this was just, and I'm going to do one of them and Tim's going to do some of the others. So these are shout outs to Sandra and Christine, who suggested that my frog needed a Christmas hat. So where's it gone? I can't find it. I'll put a picture on the screen that this frog needed a Christmas hat so it could sit in the Christmas tree, which I am going to do. And then Elaine suggested that my mushroom needed a face. Not sure about that. Not sure if I'm going to do a face or not because I've got other plans for a couple of other mushrooms that I want to make. But watch this space, Elaine. I might just put a face on one of my mushrooms. And then Mary and Kate both suggested that my mouse also needed a crown or a paper hat or something for Christmas decorations. So I am going to do that. I am going to do, I'm not sure about the face on the mouse, I'll be honest, I'm not sure about that. And I also wanted to give a massive welcome to a new subscriber, and that is Mr. Humphreys. Hello, Mr. Humphreys. I believe that you enjoy watching my channel. Well, what can I say? Thank you very much for subscribing. Mrs. Humphreys had mentioned that you had pressed that subscribe button. And as always, any new subscriber around here is welcome. So welcome and thank you for taking part in our little, what can I call it? Our little corner of YouTube. We're all very friendly and happy souls here, so you're very, very welcome. And then Christine suggested, now I never knew this, that I could use my iPad as a light box. Never knew that. Never ever knew that. And in fact, I meant to ask my granddaughter yesterday how to do that. But that's really good advice, that, Christine. Thank you very much, because I was thinking about purchasing only a very, very cheap one, but a light box. But why bother? Because I've already got one. And then Karen suggested that my elf, this is the best one. Where is he? Again, I don't know where he is. I think he's in my Christmas box, ready to be paused, ready to be put on the Christmas tree. I'll put a picture in here. And Karen suggested that because my elf, if you watched last week, you'll see I made him a toft elf, and his shoulders here and his arms were like this because I'd overstuffed them. So he was basically like this. It was like, but he looks like he's got real big muscles. And so she suggested, Karen, that I made a little set of dumbbells for him. Well, Tim said he will do that for me. And then I'm going to, temporarily, I'm going to do it. I'm going to sew the little set of dumbbells to one of his arms so he can be sat in the tree with his dumbbells. I thought that was a wonderful suggestion. So that is what I'm going to do. And that is it. So, to all of you that's made those suggestions, just so you know, they did make me giggle. And welcome, Mr. Humphreys. Hi. Right, so let's get on with this week's podcast. I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished items. I've got a little bit of incoming. And I've also got a couple of podcasts ago, I can't remember when it was, but one of my viewers, and again, I don't remember who you was, asked me what, I don't know if you can see them. Let me turn it round. Can you see these magazines here? Hold on. Here. She asked me what those magazines was there. Well, those are my Daphne's Diary magazine. Anyway, my new one came, no, not yesterday, Saturday. My December one came Saturday, so I will show you that afterwards. So the first thing I finished, let me show you. The first thing, what did I finish first? I think it was this. And it is just a Christmas ornament. Now, before I show you anything, I don't know the names of any of these and I haven't got the patterns with me. So everything I talk about today, I will leave the name and the link to where you can find the pattern, if it's available, in the description box down below. So the first one is Santa Claus. Oh, isn't that lovely? So these are all for my tree. These are all Christmas tree decorations. I have to say, I'm slightly concerned that they might be a little bit too big. But I'm just going to make it work. It doesn't matter. So this is a paid for pattern. And on this pattern, there are, I think, another 3 different types you can make. I'm not sure. There's an elf, this Father Christmas. I'm not sure if there's a snowman. And I'm not sure if there's eggnog or marshmallow, something like that. I'll put a picture in somewhere for you to see. Like I say, it is a paid for pattern, so I can only show you the picture, but I will leave a link for you down below. I've used something different, actually. You'd be quite surprised. So I used, for the beard and the head and the hat, I used sheepy's katona and a 2.5mm hook. And for this little bit round here and the pom-pom, I made him a pom-pom, I used a ball of yarn called, it's from Sirdar, and it's called Sirdar Snuglet DK. It didn't call for that, but when you see what else I've made, I had this yarn out on the side and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put that there because I thought it looked really, really nice. So this is Santa Claus. His hat is all bent over here. Beard, moustache, safety eyes, 2 little ears, one there, and one there. Isn't he adorable? So that was my first thing that I finished this week. And then swiftly moving on to, and they're all Christmas decorations again this week. And my second one, now I know who this pattern is. And I'm sure as soon as you'll see it, you'll go, oh yes, I knew that is. So this is Snowball Mouse. Now, I've only just realised after picking him up, I've not put his tail on. Now, I have made it, but I don't know where it is. So I'll have to look for that. This is a pattern by Kate Eastwood of Just Pootling. And this is a new pattern released this year, I believe. And yeah, I just saw this and I thought, oh, how amazing is that? What I'm going to do, let me show you. I am going to get my baker's twine. And they're all going to have baker's twine and, you know, like as a hanger. And I'm going to put baker's twine on all of my decorations and have them all hung on the tree. So with this, I used a 2.5mm crochet hook. I used Sheepy's Katona and Sirdar Snuggly. It's actually, no, it's not Snuggly. No, it's not. Just ignore everything I've just said then. Duh. It is Sirdar Snowflake. Sirdar Snowflake it is. If I can find a picture of the ball of yarn for you, I'll put one in. So yeah, it's Katona and Sirdar Snowflake, 2.5mm needles. Safety eyes. A little bit of embroidery on its nose here, and this is button thread, and I've just threaded some whiskers through for him. I can't believe I forgot to put his tail on, but let me tell you, this is really, really cute, but this snowflake is not easy to work with. I mean, I did manage it, and it was blooming hard work, just because you can't see your stitches. Your stitch definition isn't there, so you can't see your stitches very well. So I mainly had to crochet this up by feel. And I suppose if it was crocheted in a normal, how can I explain this? So if it was crocheted in a Katona, you'd be able to see the stitches, and I'm sure it'd be wrong, if you understand what I mean. But because it's very forgiving, that's what I'm trying to say. This yarn is very forgiving, and I know that there is mistakes there because I've had to, on a couple of rows, decrease because I had too many stitches, or increase because I had not enough stitches, but it's turned out okay. Anyway, so that is Snowball Mouse. Now there is another mouse, and I think that, I'm not sure what that's called. I don't know if that's Truffle. I don't know if that's Truffle Mouse. I can't remember. And if I've still got time, because I've got so many more I want to make, but I'm rapidly running out of time, there's another one that is actually just done in a plain yarn, not a fluffy one like this. So I might be able to get that done. So that is my second make, my Snowball. Let me have a sip of my coffee. Is everybody okay? Is everybody getting ready for Crimbo? We have got, I said to Tim today, it's 10 days today until the 1st of December. I cannot believe that. I'm slightly concerned because my Toft Advent calendar hasn't arrived. But if I'm not mistaken, I think it was quite late coming last year as well. So I'm not going to get too panicky yet, but if it's not here by the end of this week, or I've certainly not heard whether it's coming or not, I am going to get in touch with Toft, because I cannot not have my Toft Advent. Right, so the next thing I've made, this. Let me tell you, this was a labour of love. It was so hard on my fingers, on my wrists, even my shoulder hurt the day after. But it was so worth it. Are you ready? Now, this is the cutest little teddy bear. Oops, let me show you. How adorable is that? Oh, I absolutely love it. Again, it was a paid for pattern. This is just the bear teddy bear. The couple of patterns that I've got, it's the standard size teddy bear, which is this one. I think it's, let me measure it for you. I'm an inches girl, so if you're not an inches person, then I'm really sorry. It's 3.5 inches. I'll turn it over and do it on the other side. So it's 3.5 inches. Oh no, it's only got inches. Anyway, it's 3.5 inches high, this teddy bear. Isn't it gorgeous? And again, he's for my tree. I am going to use my twine and have it hanging from his head. So this pattern, I've got a couple of patterns for these. There's a pattern, I'll show you, I'll put pictures in for you. There's one dressed in a Santa Claus outfit. There is another teddy bear that's dressed in, I think it's Paddington, and then another one that's just got hat, raincoat on, pants on, and I think it's Wellington boots. Now, I am going to make more, but this is all I'm making this side of Christmas with these, because these, even though they're small, believe it or not, they took me longer to make, because I have to do a few rounds and then have a rest, because my arms hurt me and my wrists and things. So yeah, I'm going to have a rest. I think it's because I've been making so much amigurumi just recently. It's starting to tell on me now. My wrists and my shoulders and everything's aching. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to, once I've done the other couple of bits that I want to do, I'm going to have a bit of a rest with the smaller things. This, like I say, is a paid for pattern. I will leave the link in the description box for you down below. And I used Drops Flora. Can you believe I used something else? The whole teddy bear is made in Drops Flora. I don't know the shade. If I can find the shade, I don't know as if it's got a name, you see, whether it's just a number, but if I can, I will, again, leave it down below. Isn't that absolutely adorable? It's that tiny, I can't hold it properly for you to see. There you go. Oh, I love it. Look at his little face. It's a bit lopsided, his nose, but we don't mind, because you see, this is what I love about handmade items. They're handmade. They're not made perfect on a machine. And then obviously I've just found a little red bow and stuck it there because it's my Christmas teddy. So that is, and it's not got a name. I haven't put a tag on him. Tim usually makes me a tag, but I haven't put a tag on him or her because I didn't give him or her a name. So the next thing that I finished last night, because I felt like I needed to do a little bit of knitting. Again, to just give my arms and my wrists a break. I made another little Christmas stocking. Isn't that adorable? Oh, I wish I could make socks this quick. This took me an hour and a half to make. Oh, it was so quick. And again, I'm going to put ties on all these. I've got quite a few of these now. So I made that one last night. So what I do is, it's a free pattern, and I'll leave the link for that down below. I'm almost certain it's a free pattern. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm almost certain it is. So I will leave the link down below and you can click on it. And if it's free, it'll take you straight to the pattern. So I cast on the amount of stitches that it tells you, and I just do a cuff first, and then I work the tube as how long I want it. Then I just put my stitches in, and I put it 12 in the top and 12 in the bottom. Just snip the stitches and do a little bit of an afterthought heel. Really, really easy to do. So yeah, but I brought the other ones in that I've made. So I made that one last night, and I've made these over the past couple of months. So I've got this one. This is a Cuddle Bums yarn. Do you remember me buying Cuddle Bums when I went to, where did I go to with Karen and Dawn and Laura? Yarndale. So I bought some Cuddle Bums from there. That's one of them. This is a West Yorkshire Spinners. And then I don't know what the rest are. I've just made them. So I've made 5 of these altogether. I like this one best. Well, I don't like it best, but I like the colours. I love them colours. And then this one. Actually, I quite like that one, green and pink. So I've got 5 stockings to go on my tree, but this is the one I've made recently. Right, and last but no means least, now I've made these before and I have got them somewhere in the house. I think that my geese, I've made some geese or goose, are actually up in the loft in the summer. I have boxes, a couple of boxes that I have with my crocheted ornaments in, and I think it's upstairs in the loft. So I couldn't be bothered to go and have a look. It's too dark, cold and miserable up there. So yeah, over the weekend I made some more, and here they are. Oh, aren't they lovely? And again, this is a pattern by Kate Eastwood of Just Pootling. And it is her Shaker Goose. That's what it's called, the pattern, the Shaker Goose. I will leave the link for this down below. So I made some more of these over the weekend. I went to Angela's and bought some. This is wine. It looks like, well, I don't know what it looks like on there. Let me see if I can show you. It looks a little bit like black, doesn't it? Or navy, I'd say, but it's not. This is wine and white, or burgundy and white. And again, these are going on my tree. Let's get them all the right way around. You do the body in one size hook and then the beak in another size hook. But Jeanette yesterday, because she was getting tired, can you see the difference in the size? You can't actually see it that much, but there is a difference in the size. This is a lot looser and this is a lot tighter. This is done on the correct size needles. This one, I did it on the smallest. I didn't even change them up. So, but it doesn't matter. All that's happened is it's come out a little bit smaller. So I've made 4 of them, and them are all going to go on the Christmas tree. But I would like to have another couple of those. So I might make another 2, maybe 3 for my Christmas tree. So those are my Shaker Geese. And like I say, the pattern is by Just Pootling. Just Pootling. Anyway, they're all in there. Aren't they lovely? I used a 2 and a 2.5mm hook. And I used Sheepy's Katona for the body. And for the beak, I used a Yarn and Colour mini. Have you ever seen these Yarn and Colours? If you bear with me, I've got my legs crossed and I can't uncross them. If you bear with me, I'll show them to you. They're an excellent, excellent ball of wool, these. Let me see if I can talk amongst yourselves. Oh, here they are, guys. I found them. I love, this is my favourite box in my craft room. So, look. It is a 10 gram ball. Is it 10 or 5? 10 gram. Now, I don't know if you can still buy these, because I've had these quite a few years, but the beak, anyway, the beak is the gold out of the Yarn and Colour. That's what I've used for that. But yeah, I love these little 10 gram balls of minis. They're absolutely ideal. Ideal for making little tiny things like this. And out of one 10 gram mini like that, I have done the beaks, and this is it's supposed to be the feet. So I've done 4 of them. I've done 4 of them and 4 of them, and I've got 6 in my summer garland with these on, and they're all out of the 10 gram. So you can it lasts a long time. So that's what I've made this week. I've made Santa, a mouse, a teddy bear, geese, and a sock. But I've had a busy week as well. This morning I have had an hospital appointment, so I've been out again early this morning. Post office run and hospital appointment. Over the weekend we were busy. What did we do last week? I did quite a lot of sewing last week. I did a lot of sewing for gifts last week because I'm making some gifts this year for Christmas. aprons and one thing or another. So I did quite a lot of sewing for that last week. And on Friday, I went out with the lovely Karen from Stitches and Jacks, and we met up at Black Sheep. I was going to record it, but the weather was horrendous. It was so wet, and it was quite bad on the motorway. And Karen wasn't feeling her best. She's not very well. Terrible cold, and so yeah, I decided not to record it. And I was going to do some recording at the Dollhouse Fair yesterday, but again, the weather was horrendous. It was so wet going down to York in the car. And when we got there, it was so busy. It just would not have been possible to do any decent filming. Not that I'm good at doing that kind of thing, but yeah, it just wouldn't have been any good, so I didn't bother. But I will, at the end of the video, put you a little running commentary. I'll take you downstairs and I'll open my dollhouse and I'll do a bit of recording and show you what I bought from the doll's house. I'm just going to show you what I bought on Friday when I went out with Karen. I'll show you my Daphne's diary and then I'm going to call it a day, because again, I've got other things I need to do. Like, I'm going to have to go out for a walk. So, I've been hankering after this since I saw it. I don't know where I saw it. I don't know if it was on the Rikarumi website or whether it was on their Instagram page. But they've brought out a new book. Well, they've brought out a few new books and some new yarn. And the yarn is called Nilly Nilly. Isn't it lovely? So, I am making... I don't know what I'm making these for. Don't know. But I love them. I am making... Grandma and granddaughter. Isn't that adorable? Oh, I love it. It's called Dream Hour with Grandma. Oh, and there's so many other ones in it. So there's Grandma and her granddaughter. Let me show them you. I'll start at the beginning. Then there's the owl family and the lion family. Aren't they gorgeous? I'll show you the yarn in a minute. Then there's the little monkey family. And then is there another one? Bear with me. No, I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, they're there all on the back. Oh no, and there's the pig family. So there's the pig, the owl, the lion, teddy bear, and the monkey. And then there's grandma and a granddaughter there that I'm doing. And I've got exactly the same colours in yarn as is in the magazine. So I don't need to pick all of them up because some of them are doubled up. There are the colours. Oh, aren't they lovely? Don't know when this is going to get done. I have no idea. Yeah, but I just had to have it because I thought, well, I can put it away. If I don't do it this year, it'll get done next year. So those are the colours. And this is the yarn. It's called it's not, can you see it? Oh no, it's this side, isn't it, my camera? It's called Rikarumi Nilly Nilly. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get out of the way. It's like a chenille. Well, it's not like, it is. It's a chenille. It's a double knit, I think. Let's see if it tells you what it is. No, it doesn't. 3mm crochet hook. So maybe it's not a double knit, maybe it's a 4-ply, I'm not sure. Anyway, it feels lovely and soft. It's beautiful. So yeah, that's what I got from Black Sheep. I did get something else, but I'm not showing you that because it's been put away and it will not be being touched. And that. I just bought some wool for a shawl that me and Karen are thinking about doing together. But I'll show you that when I start it. So I bought that from Black Sheep. And then this is for the lady that was asking about the Daphne Diary magazines. This is my Daphne's Diary. Now I need to speak to you about all this because I have chosen a new name for my paper channel, and that is Crafty Clegs Journals. It's just very simple but easier to find. And I am, after Christmas, going to do some filming from that. I've decided I'm going to, well, actually, to be fair, I might start my paper journaling videos before next year, because I have also got the Daphne's Diary advent calendar. Let me just show you this first and then I'll swing you around and show you. So this is the Christmas edition. It's very hard to show you what's in it because it's just difficult. There's cutouts, so you can cut out these and use them in your journal. There is recipes, all sorts of recipes. There's all sorts of things in it. It's just a really, really nice magazine. There's cutouts here that you can do, that you can use for on your table for your knives and forks, so like placemats, all sorts. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful magazine. So I have decided, I follow a lady, I think she's called Nina Ribena, and she has the Daphne's Diary and the Daphne's Advent Calendar, and she's going to do something with hers, and I think I'm going to follow her, so I might record that and put it on my journaling channel. But yes, I've decided that that's what we're going to call it. Would you quickly, before I get rid of myself, well, I was going to say get rid of you, before I finish the podcast and go for a walk, like me to turn you around and you can have a look. Let me see if I can bring you forward and you can have a look at my Daphne's Diary. Hold on. So this is my Daphne's Diary advent calendar. Let me open it for you. So that pulls up like that, and then behind here are all the numbers. Isn't it gorgeous? And then down there are some more. It's very, very difficult for me to do with one hand. But yes, I really need to get my paper crafting channel on the go. So as usual, that was a very mixed up, babbling little podcast for me, but you get used to that being round here, don't you? Right, so that's it. Yeah, I'm going to go. I am definitely going to put my trainers on now and go out for an half-hour walk. And then when I come back, I'm going to get cracking and do some more sewing. I've not put any bags in my shop for a couple of days. Well, for a couple of weeks now. And I really do need to get on with that. So hopefully there'll be some new bags in the shop at weekend. And I'll hopefully be back at weekend. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say. Until next time. Take care and happy crafting. Bye. So let me show you what I bought from the dollhouse fair yesterday. This is the Christmas tree that has yet to be decorated. We have got some tinsel, soft tinsel. This is what my granddaughter, sorry about that, that's a bit of fluff off the Christmas tree, popped in the basket yesterday. She said she needed that for underneath the tree. Then we bought some, or I bought some Christmas lights. Don't know how these work. Let me see if I can. I don't know how they work. I'm not sure how they work. They were working yesterday. I don't know what Tim's done to them. Anyway, so them are for the lights for the Christmas tree. And then I bought a kit for making baubles. So all this is for making baubles, which I'm going to do later on today. Look how tiny that is. And then I bought some string of lights that I thought might help fill up the tree. So we bought that. So that was the Christmas purchases yesterday. And for those of you that have never seen my house, this is the doll's house that I got. It was actually in lockdown that I got this. I got it from a gentleman who makes them, and I can't remember where he lived. I'll have to ask Tim, and I'll put where he lived down below for you. Anyway, so let me show you what I bought yesterday. I bought a welcome mat. Right, it looks a bit shadowy inside because Timothy is holding the torch because my doll's house doesn't have any lighting. So let me show you what I bought. So yesterday I bought, I don't know if you can see it, the umbrella here. So I bought the umbrella. I bought the cat and his basket and a little, where's my finger? And a little water bowl. I bought this rug. That was new. And then, I don't know if you can see inside the fireplace. Can you move? Oh, there we go. I bought a fire. Isn't that cute? What else did I buy? Oh, let me show you. I bought a thimble on my sewing machine. What else did I buy? Oh, back here, right back there, I bought next to the machine. Hold on, sorry about the lighting. That's it. Yeah, that's fine, love. I bought a machine, not a machine, a sewing pattern. That there is a sewing pattern. And that right down there, in fact, let me get it out. I bought that tape measure. How adorable is that tiny, tiny little tape measure? I already had the scissors, so I bought the thimble and the tape measure. And like I say, right back there, I bought a sewing pattern. And I think that was all I bought yesterday, weren't it, love?
Can't remember.
Yeah, and it was mostly things for the Christmas tree. I think the Christmas tree is going to have to go right at the back there. Tim bought me my sewing, I don't know what you'd call that, haberdashery case. The filming isn't very good, I'm sorry. It's nothing to do with Tim's lighting. Yeah, it's not easy to do a tour of my house. But that is basically the crafting room. I have just got a one up and one down. This is upstairs. Got a little bed in it. That's nowhere near done yet. I've got to even start in that room. I mainly want to try and finish this room, which is almost done now, actually. Anyway, there you go. That is my doll's house.